Homer Simpson and Ned Flanders may just have the most dynamically intriguing relationship in the history of TV. While the entire town of Springfield seems to adore Ned, Homer can't help but harbor a deep-seated resentment towards him. This enmity has been woven into the fabric of their relationship from the very beginning. You never know if they are friends or foes because of how chaotic and toxic their relationship can get most of the time. But how toxic and chaotic can it get? Can it get beautiful and blissful? If yes, how beautiful can it get? Better yet, what is the very essence of Homer and Ned's relationship?
Oh Lord, please give me the strength to endure Homer Simpson's friendship.
To answer the first question about how chaotic it can get between Homer and Ned, with context, of course, Homer kinda murdered Ned's wife, and Ned once called Homer a jackninny. That's how chaotic it can get, and this is just an instance. Let us go back, way back, to the very beginning. See, in the mid-1990s, Flanders was known for his squeaky clean image, but don't forget in the show's early days, Ned didn't always handle Homer's teasing so lightly. Back then, he was portrayed as a more believable Christian neighbor who, despite his virtues, had his flaws like enjoying a beer. However, most of his problems stemmed from Homer's awful behavior as a neighbor. And Homer, being Homer, never made it easy for Mr. Do-Good Flanders. Matter of fact, Homer is the only one that hates Ned, and because of that, we the audience are naturally inclined to hate Ned as well. But all this hatred just begs the question, why? Why does Homer hate Ned Flanders so much? Easy. Why does anyone ever hate anyone? Jealousy. In the initial 3 seasons, the spotlight on Ned Flanders always depicted his financial prosperity as a devout Christian, his well-mannered family, and the respect they commanded. This contrasted sharply with the struggling Simpson family, who faced constant legal issues and public ridicule in Springfield. Homer's resentment grew as he observed the Flanders' success, intensifying his frustration over his own family's challenges. Another key occurrence that intensified this jealousy is when Bart's first word, Daddy, was said to Flanders.
I hate Ned Flanders because he's better than me in every way.
That's right, even though it took 26 seasons for Homer to finally admit that, a part of him always knew. Homer just takes pleasure in seeing Flanders face difficulties because he believes Flanders is living the ideal life he wants but can never have. Because of that, Homer enjoys it whenever he sees Flanders lose, but hates it when Flanders is completely crushed because then that would take the fun out of the taunting and torture. See? Toxicity. There are instances where Homer harms Flanders, like when a radioactive ape ends up in Flanders' house due to Homer's mistake. There are also instances when Homer borrows many of Ned's possessions and never returns them. And one time, he even steals electricity from Flanders to power a Ferris wheel in his backyard. On a regular basis, Homer tells Ned,
"Shut your ugly face, Flanders!"
And as if that isn't enough, he has even wished death upon his neighborino.
I've learned that life is one crushing defeat after another until you just wish Flanders was dead.
Not so shockingly, Homer once killed his neighborino with a door. Over the years, Homer has engaged in various cruel actions towards Flanders, and it makes it difficult to pinpoint exactly which is the most cruel thing Homer has done to Ned. Comment down below what you think is the worst thing Homer has done to Ned. The one thing that stands at the top of that list is when Homer wrote the song "Everybody Hates Ned Flanders." Homer has even shown complete disregard for Ned's life, from kicking him out of a bomb shelter to prioritizing money over saving him from a fire. Let's not even talk about the Treehouse of Horror episodes that depict even graver situations where Homer has intentionally killed and harmed Flanders. Despite these harsh actions, these instances often serve as opportunities for character development, showcasing Homer's growth. Interestingly, Flanders becomes a crucial element in plots centered around Homer, but it begs another crucial question. Does Ned hate Homer?
I think I hate Homer Simpson.
Really, Ned, do you? Ned has an unwavering composure that just makes most of Homer's antics targeted at him seem fruitless. His extreme turn-the-other-cheek Christianity makes him often ignore or respond to Homer's mistreatment with a friendly demeanor or cheesy catchphrase. Just like that time Homer bullied Ned in front of his own kids. Savage.
Uncle Homer's not nice to you. Your name's not stupid, it's Ned.
In the show's usual setup, this feud is mostly one-sided, with Ned's reactions falling within the realm of passive aggression. But you see, due to Ned's turn-the-other-cheek Christianity, he paradoxically breeds a holier-than-thou character trait that just gets on Homer's nerves. Dare I say, my nerves too. It makes it hard to discern if he genuinely likes Homer or if he is just trying to make it to heaven. The dynamic between them is complex. Sometimes Ned turns a blind eye to Homer's behavior, while other times he pushes back. And the only times Ned pushes back is when Homer's cup overflows.
Hi, Flanders. Go Wildcat.
Do you have a problem with the way I'm coaching?
In Black-Eyed Please, Ned even punches Homer. In certain episodes, like Dead Pudding Society and Hurricane Neddy, Ned reaches his breaking point after enduring a series of misfortunes. It's not just Homer's provocations that get on Ned's nerves. Flanders is also affected by his jealousy and insecurities. One time, he even competed with Homer to be the nicest guy in town. But with all that being said, I don't believe Ned hates Homer. The better way to put it would be to say that Ned can get really angry with Homer, but hate is such a strong word for the neighborino. I also believe if Ned hated Homer, it would have been impossible for us to witness the part of their relationship where they love each other. For love to thrive, there has to be hate. How then would you know if you really love a person? We can also see this applied to the dynamic of Homer and Ned's relationship. When you see them love each other or engage in a friendship that is just so deep you can relate it to what happens in real life, you feel satisfied watching it play out because you have seen how bad it can get. You have witnessed, most of the time, how horrible it can get between these two. So, how beautiful can it get between Springfield's biggest rivals? Fortunately, quite beautiful, sensational, and realistic. In some episodes, the writers allow Homer and Flanders to share some genuinely pleasant moments. When the duo isn't trading insults or planning the other's misfortune, they can have a very functional relationship. Safe to say, they become friends. Be my friend, like Homer, and subscribe to my channel, will you? Even though you don't want to admit they can be friends, you gotta admit it is pleasing to watch whenever Homer and Ned work together without any animosity.
You're all right, stupid Flanders. You're all right.
One of the first times we witness this is in the Season 5 episode, Homer Loves Flanders. See, the entire episode focuses on Homer and Ned developing an unanticipated friendship for the first time. But Homer gets clingy and it annoys Ned so much that he explodes in anger before the congregation at church, deconstructing his usual Christian wholesomeness. While many of the churchgoers are quick to judge Flanders, Homer defends Ned's honor and reaffirms his neighborino as the good-hearted, generous person he is. Other times, Homer has shown genuine feelings of love for his neighbor, like when he took it upon himself to save the leftorium and made it his personal duty to revive Flanders' love life after Maud passed. And he also invited Flanders to his barbecues and other events with genuine enthusiasm. The icing on this cake of friendship is when Homer acknowledges that Ned is his best friend, referring to him once as
Stupid best friend Flanders.
Stupid best friend Flanders. Honestly, the time Homer called Ned stupid sexy Flanders in season 11 is just amusing because it's one of the rare times Homer will actually admit his neighborino is attractive and thus might be one of the few nice things Homer will say about Ned. Most of the time, their friendship starts when Flanders makes the first move, showing shared interests or inviting Homer to have fun together. For instance, in the episode Homer Loves Flanders, Ned's invitation to a game strengthens their bond. They plan activities like going to the lake or even contemplating trips to places like Vegas or the Super Bowl. Their camaraderie is occasionally born out of working together closely, like when they became bounty hunters in season 20. They make a successful team, even confessing their affection for each other after a falling out. In episodes like Fland Canyon from season 27, they find joy together during an adventure, dancing and singing on a boat. In rare moments, like in the episode I Won't Be Home for Christmas, Homer reaches out to Flanders without any specific reason, showing genuine kindness. Although Ned has referred to Homer as his best friend, the show's consistent tone suggests that their relationship is more like that of brothers. Homer and Ned may just have the most dynamically intriguing relationship in the history of TV because of how well the writers balance that dynamic. Thank you for keying into this video. If you enjoyed it, do well to drop a like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time, go!